get too ahead of myself here, but the Sims team is doing a live stream today that I think is gonna have a lot of Sims news. This is the third time they've done one of these behind the Sims streams, and the past 2 times they were pretty highly produced and like jam-packed with information. This is all happening very fast. It's already starting, but just from the title, it says horses, community kit winners, and Project Rene. So the new expansion pack, the kits that we voted for, and Project Rene, which is the new Sims game they're working on. They keep calling it the next generation of The Sims. Based on this description, it sounds like we're also going to get some more info on The Sims Mobile and The Sims Free Play as well, but to be honest, full transparency, I just don't really play those, so I don't really care about those updates. I'm a lot more interested in anything about The Sims 4 and Project Rene. And speaking of which, it is about to begin. So let's watch this. I always get nervous about these things. Are we gonna get the horse trailer? Oh. No, we're getting an intro. Okay. They've got budget for this now. It's kind of cool.
Howdy.
Hi.
Suli Simmers. Welcome back to Behind the Sims, our community series dedicated to giving you all peeks behind everything that's happening in the Sims franchise. I'm Mercy from the Sims team, and I'm so excited to be here with you guys again, guiding you through all the exciting news and latest updates on what's going on behind the scenes with The Sims 4, The Sims Mobile, The Sims Free Play, and Project Rene, starting with
The Sims 4 Horse Ranch. Oh my god. Oh, she's ready for this.
Y'all see me dress the part? In case you missed it, horses are coming to The Sims 4 in the newest expansion pack. And the team wants to loosen the reins by giving you a behind-the-scenes look into
oh
their
my
development.
god. I love when they give us like behind-the-scenes concept stuff.
Howdy.
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 Adding horses in The Sims 4 posed many new challenges considering they're a new species with unique gameplay.
I can imagine.
From an animator's perspective, this pack was really fun. It was an animal-centric pack where we focus our effort on delivering believable behaviors and body mechanics.
To make the horses for the new Sims 4 pack,
we're gonna have to come back to
key
this.
design features for the Sims, and wanted to bring that same stylized look to the horses that exist on our characters, notably the shading, solid form hair, and large expressive features.
Oh my god!
Horse locomotion was a challenge.
Oh.
Horses have this very unique and graceful way of moving. To get the horses to move more naturally around the Sims world, we added banking animations to their locomotion. This allows our horses to do things like run around tight corners while maintaining that natural, graceful look that they're known for.
A Sims riding skill will be pretty obvious, and new riders will look a little bit awkward, and horses may act accordingly.
That's so
Bonding
cool!
with the horses
I'm so excited about this!
But it's totally worthwhile in the long run.
We decided to cast a human actor to play our horse so that we could incorporate more nuanced emotional performances into the everyday horse vocalization.
Ooh, that one was great. It was a great little wobble.
And the end result is that they can more meaningfully
adult
interact
humans
with the
have
Sims.
done the voices for everything in The Sims 4, by the way.
Was complex,
the babies,
to say the
too.
Least. All the possible combinations where Sim may be socializing with a horse. A rider is trying to talk to a different horse, or a rider is trying to talk to another rider. And so figuring all that out was like...
Oh.
So I got a chance to work on the full stumble animation, which was quite tough to get working. I had to look up a lot of references of foals just stumbling and wobbling around, which, you know, was quite adorable.
A critical part of pack development is playtesting with fans. Getting your input early in development shaped the direction of this pack and influenced every feature that you see here today.
How cool! Naturally, after all that, I
seeing
had to
that.
bring to
That's
the
so
couch
cool.
The production director who took the reins behind these flipped editions. Simmers, if you hadn't had the pleasure, meet Joanna.
Hi.
Suli, Mercy.
Suli, Joanna. Okay, so I heard through the nectar vine that this is a really exciting moment for you and can see that. So tell us about yourself.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. I'm personally a huge fan of horses. I've been a fan of them all my life. I was born and raised in Kentucky where horses are a huge part of the state's identity.
That's so
Great.
cute.
So I heard that the team got to horse around a little bit in the development of this pack. You want to elaborate more on that?
Yeah, we made a couple of trips out to a local equestrian center.
Really?
I really wanted the team to experience horses firsthand and simply be with them. Horses, they're incredible animals, and our relationship with them has changed the course of our history.
We went on a field trip.
So this might be obvious, but why horses?
Players have been asking for horses for a really long time. We wanted to make sure that they had the quality and attention that they needed, that players want and that horses deserve. There's also been a recent resurgence in horse-related movies and shows, so we feel like this is a good time and that the world is ready.
The world is ready.
The Sims, it's really about relationship, and I hope players get a sense of that with horses too. So good riding and horsemanship, it's really about partnership. That old notion of forcing horses to submit to us and breaking them, that's totally outdated. The healthier approach is seeing horses as partners rather than tools. So in this pack, you'll find that building a strong relationship with the horse makes for happier training, and it's better for the horse and it's better for the rider.
Ooh, okay, so tell me, what are you most excited about when it comes to horses?
Yeah, there's so much to be excited about. You can create horses right from the start, straight from Create a Sim.
Oh my God.
There's more than 30 breeds
see
to
more
choose
of it
from,
so
and they're really
bad.
customizable, just like with cats and dogs. I love making horses because you can get so detailed if you want to. Learning to ride is hilarious because of our talented animation team, and even kids can ride. If you want to build agility skill, there are barrels that you can race around in barrel racing style, so it's a lot of fun.
So let's say you want to hop off the saddle. What are the most exciting parts about this pack?
Yeah, there's a ton to do even outside of the horse gameplay, so you can do things like take care of adorable mini goats.
Show me.
You can craft your own nectar, and you can host events
pictures of
where
the
neighbors
sheep.
can come over and check out
I
your
want
animals.
like the
We're
old
looking forward to sharing more
concept
gameplay
art
on
from
July
the sheep,
6th.
you know? Gameplay trailer July 6th. Write that down.
Simlish.
Okay, we got segments.
Okay, so you all ever loved the Simlish word of the day in the last Behind the Scenes episode.
I did.
So naturally, I'm gonna teach you another Simlish word to tease all those requests for more. So let's get to it. The Simlish word of the day is teedsy, meaning calm down. A phrasal verb to stop feeling upset, angry, or excited.
So,
you know, chill.
Hitting me a little too close to home today.
Teedsy simmers. Horses are exciting, but we still have so much more to share with you. So stick around.
Okay. They told us to calm down.
Ooh, is that a phone ringing? Is that a landline?
What?
Shouldn't that be a basement treasure?
What? Excuse me? Are you adding?
Sully? Yibs, it's Mercy, but I'm in the middle.
Is that Tom Nook?
Community voted kids.
Oh.
Of course I voted. No, I won't tell anybody.
Oh, is this not an update? It's not. I thought they were maybe teasing.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That is so exciting. I'm gonna tell everybody right now.
Okay.
Y'all, hot off the shelf phone, the winning style kit theme is
goth.
Goth fashion.
Yes. Okay.
And the winning build kit theme?
Medieval.
Medieval castle.
Oh, okay.
Now these
That's
two
what I
kits
wanted.
won't release until
That's
next
what I wanted.
year. But thank you all for participating in the vote. I know I'm super excited for their release,
Wow.
so thanks again.
I think people underestimate how long it takes to do stuff like that. Oh, okay. S'mores? Are these things hints, or are we just like imagining?
Welcome to S'more Lore, where we'll bite into the many histories and
That's a
mysteries of the
heartbed.
Sims series, starting with
What
Katrina
is? What are you
Caliente.
going on? What are you doing?
S'more
Do they know how
Lore.
much they're taunting us with this?
So let's talk about the Calientes. Femme Fatale sisters Nina and Dina made their mysterious debut in The Sims 2, the day after the equally mysterious disappearance of Bella Goth. With a family tree of dead relatives, including alien ancestry and a lack of aging across the franchise, the Caliente twins have always sparked questions. But the main question that now surrounds this household, who the is Katrina Caliente? Now, Katrina showed up out of nowhere, joining the Caliente household in The Sims 4 as the proclaimed matriarch of the twins. Emphasis on proclaimed, because if there's one thing we can guess about this bodied redhead, it is that she may not be the twins' birth mother. That should go to the late Nick Hot Caliente, who was already in the grave when the girls were first introduced back in The Sims 2. Still, in The Sims 4, Katrina is the mother of the twin girls, confirmed by their looks and the current family tree. But can we really trust this household? Who's to say the girls wouldn't whip up another mother through, I don't know, Cloning. After all, cloning is canon to The Sims universe. And in The Sims 4, clones can be used for just about anything, including household fillers. Hint, hint. Katrina Caliente could just be the hot girl mom the girls wanted to grow with, and poor Katrina is just trying her best to be the mother she was created to be in a household that never really understood the concept of boundaries. Looking at you, Nina and Dina. Overall, there are very few clues into who Katrina Caliente might be, especially in The Sims 4. But who knows? Maybe as this universe continues to grow, we'll discover the truth, and if we do, we'll enjoy another s'more while looking more into the lore of this heated household.
Huh. Okay.
So, I'm Sim Guru Pedro for The Sims Mobile.
Wait, we're going to talk about that too.
This summer, coming to The Sims Mobile is a brand new lot. That's right, say hello to Briny Heights' new beach lot. It's
Sims
larger
Mobile's getting
than our
beaches.
previous lot and comes with a dock and a jet ski. I wonder what that jet ski could be used for. That's not all though. There's plenty more coming in our latest season
Sims
update,
Mobile's
so
cute.
make sure to download The Sims
really
Mobile
is cute.
today. Oh, phone. Hello.
What?
You got it. That was our friends over The Sims Free Play who say they have something they want to show you as
Why
well.
are there so many
Let's
phones
take a
in
look.
this?
A brand new day spa is ready to open in Simtown. Build a location to become a salon or spa manager in 2 all-new career paths. Follow your Sims to work and treat your customers to all types of pampering.
Free Play is getting spas, okay.
Coming soon, Super Yachts 2 will be docking in Simtown this July. Up next, we're sending it over to Gina for updates on Project Rene.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Gina, the creative director for
Okay,
Project
okay,
Rene.
here's the good stuff.
I spend my time thinking about how players will interact with this game and what sort of gameplay, content, or narrative we'll need in order to bring it to life. We're building many different elements of this game in parallel, almost like prepping all of our ingredients before we could bring them together and bake a cake.
Okay.
We've got a team of people around the world working on Project Rene.
Okay.
And we are so excited to give you an early look at what we've been up to.
Shall we talk about lighting?
Yeah.
Lighting has a massive impact on the look of the game. So we're exploring some new lighting technologies that will enable us to create highly customizable spaces and let players tell emotionally resonant stories that'll look great on your computer and on your phone.
Our vision for animation is driven by the phrase, read the room.
I hear
Which
phone, it
means
scares
we want
me.
players to know how our Sims feel and what they're thinking just by how they behave.
Oh.
This means we need to support a variety of attitudes, emotions, and postures that need to work across our objects and socialization.
Sims don't just live at home. They also exist in a broader neighborhood full of Sims.
Yeah.
So we made some simple prototypes to explore what these Sims do during the day. Where they go, what they see,
I know they're just
and
testing,
the schedules and routines that they have
this
as
weird
they
Among
mill
Us
about the neighborhood with.
Style is so funny.
Games begin in a very basic state before all of the 3D models, animations, audio, and scripted behaviors converge. Slowly but surely, we are bringing our ideas to life with our first version of the simulation. This entails Sims navigating their home and interacting with objects to satisfy their needs. We cannot wait to show you even more.
Interesting.
Hairstyles, how they contribute to our look and how we present ourselves is so important. And it's really no different for Sims. We're trying to figure out how to model a wide variety of styles across the broad range of humanity and unlock options like flexible coloring.
Socialization
that's
is
huge.
fundamental
Jill!
to the experience in the Sims.
Oh, it's fun
But
seeing
you
all
gotta
these people
admit,
that we know.
sometimes there's a lot to follow. Like, Sims are animating, they're throwing thought balloons, there's UI to follow. So right now, we're actually experimenting with how little can we get away with. We're really leaning into just clear, playful, simple visuals that'll start giving us a feel for how much
Interesting.
information is too much, too little, what's working. So we can really better hone in that sweet spot to help you better understand what your Sims are actually talking about.
As you can see, there are many elements we're exploring and solving for that we are very excited to be able to share with you at this early stage. What do you think, Mercy?
I think it's cool. I've got thoughts.
Isn't
we'll
this
get
so
into
exciting? I'm so tuned in for all this Project Rene news, and there'll be opportunities for you, yes you, to remain tuned in. And I don't mean by simply watching this lovely face here on Behind the Sims.
Okay.
But that's it for today. Remember to subscribe to the Sims YouTube channel and follow The Sims Free Play, and The Sims Mobile across social to keep up to date on the latest news
Or
and the next
subscribe to
Behind
Lil
the Sims.
Simsie.
So until then,
She'll help you too.
Take that.
Take 2.
Shouldn't that be a basement treasure?
I really like Mercy. I think she's so cool.
This is the one I want, so I'm gonna be hyped. I hope this wins. I'm just kidding, y'all. Hello?
Okay, we've got a lot to talk about. I kind of want to go back to that Project Rene stuff for a second so we can discuss, because I feel like this is kind of confusing. So when they're showing us these things from Project Rene, the game isn't a game yet, right? Like a lot of the stuff that they're showing us is pure prototype. Like they're doing this to model how things are going to interact in the neighborhood. Obviously, these are not Sims. These are not real buildings. They've made like a fake game so they can test stuff, basically. So you're seeing that in a lot of the other items they've done as well. This isn't the real game. This is pure prototype. I don't even think that we can look at this and make any conclusions about how it's actually going to look, because it's probably going to change so much because this isn't real. But it is kind of interesting to see what they're doing and like what they're trying to explore. Oh, they even say it here. Visuals are exploratory and do not represent final gameplay. Yeah. And they even talked about it in those interviews, how they're sort of exploring what things are going to look like, what the UI is going to show, exploring how Sims interact, how Sims behave in the environment. They're still trying to decide how all that's going to work, because obviously when you're making a life sim, a lot goes into it. But I do think this emphasizes just how long it's going to take for this game to come out. This is like years and years away, but it is pretty cool to see behind the scenes this early in development. They don't usually do that with The Sims, so it's really interesting, at least for me as a person who's obsessed with the game, to see where they're at and what's going on. But to be honest, the things they showed here don't really mean that much. Like there's not anything groundbreaking being shown. They're essentially just telling us like, hey, we're still working on it. You know what though? It is really cool to see the faces of the Sims team, especially with this Renesmee stuff, because a bunch of the people that you're seeing there worked on The Sims 4 for years and are now working on Project Rene. Again, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves because this game is so early. We don't really know anything about it, but I do feel confident that we're in good hands. There are a couple other weird things that I wanted to touch on from this video though, specifically this phone thing. At first, I thought they were trying to tease that we were gonna get landlines added to The Sims 4, which seems like a really bizarre addition, because like why would they do that in 2023? But they showed phones twice in this video, and maybe it's just like a storytelling thing and they're using that as a transition between the different game news pieces. But like, I don't know. She mentioned landlines specifically. And then that whole lore section, I gotta be honest, this was very weird for me. I like the idea of them getting into Sims lore and stuff, and it's kind of cool to talk about the Calientes because they just got that huge update. They've obviously been in the Sims franchise for years, but I didn't really anticipate the official canon reason for Katrina Caliente just appearing in the household after never existing in the previous games to be that she's a clone. She's what? What are you talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna need some more detail on that one. If you're gonna make a claim like that, you're gonna have to elaborate. They also talked about the kits that won the vote. So if you missed this, about a month or two ago, they did a community vote for 2 kit themes. It was only a small vote. It was like pick a cast kit and pick a build kit, and there was 2 options for each. So we're gonna get the goth fashion kit people voted for, and we're also gonna get a medieval build styles kit as well. I had really conflicting opinions on the fashion kit. I really couldn't decide. I voted for I think the other one, but then changed my mind after I submitted it. Like I really wasn't sure, but I definitely wanted this medieval castle one, so I'm pretty excited about that. And I'm also really intrigued by them coming out in 2024. They're like 6 months away. I like them doing these live streams because I feel like it gives a lot of insight into game development and just how long this stuff takes, because we had that vote really recently and then we got 2 new kits kind of close afterward. And I think some people were confused that those kits weren't these kits from the vote. But again, it takes a long time to make these things. I don't know if it needs to take this long for a kit. Making games takes ages. It probably took them forever to make those horses, and I'm not exaggerating on that. They even kind of touched on it in the live stream where they sort of discussed just how complicated horses are to animate. You can kind of see it when they were talking about how the horses bank the turns and stuff. Horses are like notorious in the art community as being so hard. Like you talk to any artist, any animator, horses are so bad and so hard that it's almost like a meme. I assume this is really, really early footage and like not final version, but look at the horse's icon. Isn't that really weird? That's not gonna stay, right? It won't be like that forever. Because look at how tiny it is down there. Surely there's gonna be a picture of its face instead, right? Okay, we can also see the horse's traits. I've been so curious about this. This one has the options for aggressive, brave, defiant, energetic, fearful, free spirit, friendly, independent, intelligent, mellow, and needy. One of the things that I loved most about horses in The Sims 3 is how funny and detailed the animations were. And we've already seen a few here, but this one in particular of the sim being bad at riding the horse, I cannot wait to see more of these, because in The Sims 3, their face when they were riding it, they looked terrified. Sometimes they would mount the horse and like do it wrong and get on backwards. Like there were so many funny little details. I'm really hoping for that again with The Sims 4 horses. Oh my god. And this part, I think this in particular is probably the most horrifying fun fact from this whole live stream. I don't know how many of you knew this, but they hire voice actors to voice everything in the game. So like the cats and the dogs, the babies, a human, an adult human voiced all of them. And the same goes for the horses. Listen. How does he do that? How does a person do that? I'm so glad they included this. I want to see more from this recording session, to be honest. I'm like so fascinated by this whole thing. I think actors like this are so impressive, and I would love to see him voice more of them. But yeah, you're never gonna look at Sims the same anymore. You're gonna hear a baby cry and then think of an adult voicing that. Or like the dogs barking and stuff. All of it is a person in a room like this doing that. Okay, overall, final thoughts on this live stream. Number one, I'm so glad that they did this. It's been a while since the last one. We got the first one about 8 months ago, and then the second one about growing together about 5 months ago. And now that we've gotten a third, I think we're definitely gonna keep getting live streams like this. I don't know how many of you have been around in the Sims community for a long time, but they've always done live streams. Just in the past, they were less produced, and not necessarily in a bad way. This is kind of how they did the Inside Maxis streams before. There was just like a couple hosts on and they were just sort of talking. Obviously doing this like during COVID on Zoom and stuff like that, so they couldn't really do the same production they're doing now. But everything about this is very new and really, really cool, and I love Mercy. I think she does a great job hosting it. It's funny, it's informative. I just want to give props to the whole team. And I also know for a lot of the team who was in this video, it must have been quite scary. So I want to give some props to them for being brave and for doing it. It's really hard to be in the public eye and do public speaking like this and know that like everybody's gonna watch it and analyze everything you say, looking for hints and stuff. So just props to them for doing a good job. I'm gonna link that live stream down below if you want to go back and watch the full thing. I'm also gonna link my trailer reaction from when I first saw horses down below, so you can go back and watch that. I filmed that trailer reaction from my hotel room at VidCon, and I got back from VidCon super late, like 1 a.m. last night. So thankfully I am home to make this video. And obviously as soon as we get any more news on horses, I will let you know. It sounds like we're gonna get that gameplay trailer on July 6th. They always do a couple trailers for packs like this, and the first one is more of a highlight reel. So it's like 2 minutes of all of the best cool footage. And then the next one is usually a slower paced gameplay trailer where they're talking over it and explaining stuff to us. So we'll get a lot more info on the actual gameplay in the pack next week. I think overall this live stream didn't have anything groundbreaking news-wise. It was more of like a behind the scenes sort of thing, which I suppose makes sense given it is literally called Behind the Sims. I feel like we have a weird perception of what these should be based on the first one where they announced Project Rene, but I think in the future it's probably gonna be more like this with like little tidbits of news and then mostly just like cool behind the scenes stuff. I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on all this because I've seen some people say it's a little bit underwhelming, specifically the horses things, but I don't think that I feel that way. I will say that I'm still so stuck in this like I can't believe this is really happening mindset that maybe I'm a little bit biased. I just really thought we would never get horses, so this whole thing is almost kind of shocking and funny to me. And I don't mean in a bad way, I really truly didn't think we were gonna get horses, so I can't wrap my head around them being there on the screen. After all these years of joking about it, I'm just a little bit too excited, I think. But let me know, what do you think? Are you into horses? Do you hate them? What are our thoughts? And on that note, I'm gonna end this video right here, so thank you for watching, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow, okay? Bye, everybody. I'm not kidding. I switched my flight home from VidCon. It was supposed to be a red eye, and I switched it to be earlier so I wouldn't get home at 7 a.m. And I am very grateful I did, because otherwise I think I would have been a little bit too exhausted to film this today.